when you're helping these students matriculate through the institution, you want to help them find out what they're passionate about. Because they're going to go and find a major. And some people say, well, I like, you know, business is cool. I heard business makes money. Okay? Or I'm going to be a forensic, you know, I thought I was going to be like a forensic detective because I thought they wore nice suits, you know. So, you know, I was always wanted, whatever I can do to wear a suit, that's what I want to do, right? So I wanted to be a forensic detective because I wanted to have like the badge right here and like come on the scene, like, you know, and have the handcuffs. But I guess it still would have been a good field. I still get to assess and use my clinical stuff. I guess they do a lot of like CSIs, like very assessing type of thing.
A lot of psychology.
A lot of psychology, and yeah, I guess I could have still been in the right ballpark. But what people feel, they start trying to find majors. You all know this. They'll try to get majors that equate to monetary gain. Like, I heard this major makes money. And then they get into the real world and realize that money does not make happiness, right? Money does not make you content, right? Money doesn't make you come to a 9 to 5 every day. When you have, I mean, y'all have a great staff, but when you have a crazy staff, when you ever work in any other job and it's been a little crazy, and you're like praying that the Lord would rebuke all the demons in the place, and, you know, right? I mean, have y'all been? I mean, is that talking to myself?
Oh no, oh yeah.
And then the teratogens that you put down, you want to pick back up, maybe, you know, and then pray and repent, you know, big slap, backslid, like craziness, right? But when you're passionate about something, you don't have an issue. How many students have y'all admitted who dropped out? Have y'all had those stories before? The students who got in and just didn't really matriculate through well?
Fortunately, we do have some, but not many.
Now, I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
But those ones who kind of fall out, is it because it got into something that sounded good, but I wasn't passionate about it, so I stopped going to class, and then I was like, why am I here? And then, you know, no one can really support me and tell me why I'm just not feeling this biochemistry. And then I have to end up going home, right? But if our superheroes can let them know up front, you said you already asked this question, so we're on the page, what are you passionate about? Because that's what you need to dictate your major around. How can we line your major up with your passion? Because I guarantee, if you line your major up with your passion, you will be wealthy. You don't want to be rich. Rich people aren't happy. Wealthy people are happy because they have faith, they have money, and they have family, and all those great things that keep you sustained and globally well. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want, right? We want to be happy at the end of the day. Remember I told you the story about my job and I said I denied them 3 times? And then I said, why am I arguing a monetary price over something I would do for free? I tell people I stopped working 10 years ago. I don't go to work anymore. My job is not work. My job is fun. I love what I do. I'm having a blast right now. Up in here, 26th floor, penthouse suite, how I live. You know, this is how I do it. You know what I mean? People envy me, please envy me right now. You know what I mean? Because but y'all love what I do, so I guess we're all on the same page. We're all happy, right? But some people, there's 80% of the population who are not happy with what they do. They don't have the opportunity to sit in your seats and love what you do and want to make the change and want to go to work and develop people, cultivate people, brand people, you know, communicate. They don't know what it's like to love your job. You love your job?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're like, how does that happen? You love your job. Like, I do business coaching. People pay me to help them find out something they can find that they can love to do so they can reprogram their life because they're on a route and they're just in a rat race. They go to work, 9 to 5, get up, go to work, 9 to 5, get up. I'm not happy. I have the arguments, the money's not coming in, I go to work, I'm unhappy. At least I could be happy and not make any money. At least, you know, something will happen. You know, there'll be some domain of happiness, right? Help them find their passion. When you help someone find their passion, then you are able to help people unleash their power, right? You want your students to be powerful students at Grove City College. You want them to graduate with 4.0s, 3.6s, right? Head of the class. You want them to go into these institutions of professionalism and represent Grove City with the cape on their backs, with the G on their chest, right? And when they come to Global Wellness, I can say, oh, my clinician here is from Grove City College. Best clinician I have. They have some good admissions counselors that found their passion and helped them unleash their power. People aren't powerful until they find their passion. Why is Steve Jobs so powerful? Steve Jobs has been doing what he loves to do from day one. They fired Steve Jobs from his own business. Y'all know that information, right?
Yeah.
How you gonna get fired from your own? This is my vision. This is my dream. Y'all gonna fire me? And it came back. Now most people, come on, tell the truth. Now you spent all this time developing this baby. You birthed this baby, had it, named it, grew it, multiplied it, and then they fire you. The audacity of man, right? Fire me for my vision. Most people's egos will step in, and I don't think Steve Jobs was the most faithful basic man either. You know what I'm saying? I think he believed in like some general, like, whatever goes and let the universe do it. I think that's how he was. But my point is, so ego could set in, because we're some praying folk up in here, right? I mean, we already figured that out. So we would be able to have somebody help us regulate our carnal, like, want to cuss some folks out, fire us type of stuff, right? Steve Jobs loved it so much he came back. That's not normal. Most people would, it would just be an ego thing. Like, I'll just start something new. You're not going to tell you fail, you're going downhill, the company's profits have plummeted. I'm not coming back. No. See, that's what you get for firing me. But he came back and then took the profits from down here and brought them back up there and took over the world. Passion. He unleashed his power. People aren't powerful until they find their passion. Once you help somebody find their passion, once you help somebody unleash their power, guess what we do then? You unlock all of their possibilities. They can be anything. Manifestation of that. You know what I mean? They can be anything. I was in special ed. So I was a special ed student. Middle school, high school. I told you this, I graduated high school with a 1.8. Y'all know what that is. What's that? Low. It's an F, like a D minus, like D minus, F plus. They pretty much said, get on out of high school. Congratulations. Thanks for wrestling here at East High School. I was a good wrestler, I think I got, they slid, I think probably like F plus, and they just gave me like a D minus and kind of like give me out the door. And all my cousins, I have first cousins, they had just went to prison when I graduated. So like all my male family go to prison and I'm stuck at home like I can't stay here. I'm depressed, my cousins are going to prison. What am I going to do? Oh, well, it's me. My SAT was a 750. I don't have any money. I'm a two-time state champion wrestler, but I don't want to go to junior college because going through high school in wrestling, I figured out that, like, hey, those are the wrestlers who aren't there. But I didn't want to have the stigmatism, like I just couldn't make the cut, So I wanted to go like a big institution. I had these big institution dreams. I had 26-floor penthouse dreams, but I had, Burger King money, Burger King, caviar taste, Burger King output, what I'm saying? I didn't really, how you tell us, like, you got a lot of dreams, brother, you don't really fit the bill. You got to do some work. That was me. I don't know. I can't. To this day, I do not remember the process of how I got into the South Carolina State University. I don't, but I do know they put me on probation. So I had to take like all remedial courses my freshman year. So I was pretty much like in high school again, but I was on college and I was on probation. If you didn't pass these classes, then they kick you out. So you got like 2 semesters to get a 2.0. You can stay. If you don't, you gotta go. First semester did it. Second semester didn't do it. They said, okay, active probation, 1 more chance, you gotta go home. Well, obviously I never got to go home. I completed it. But once I found my passion, because that second semester, you know when you first year in college, you take all those courses that, you know, you're not really in your major yet. And then I took a psychology course. And when I went to psychology class, because I thought, you know, I told you it was going to be a detective, so I'm thinking I'm going to go criminal justice. I go to psychology class, and when I get in psychology class, I realized that everything I was learning, I could apply it that day. And then I found my passion. And then my passion unleashed my power. And then when I unleashed my power, it unlocked my possibilities. And when I graduated college, with a 3.6. And I got into the University of Pittsburgh, and I graduated the University of Pittsburgh with a 3.9. And now I'm at Duquesne University, and I got a 4.0. Possibilities are endless. And Global Wellness will one day have offices all across the globe. If you help people find their passion, you will unleash their power. And once you unleash their power, you will unlock their possibilities. I want to urge you guys to help these students come in and find their passion. I think if I could think of any key element outside the frustrations of dealing with parents and the students, the key thing is, what are you passionate about, so we can help you be the excellent student, so you can represent Grove City College and make Grove City College continue to be the premier university that it is. That's all I have to say. I hope this was beneficial. Thank you. Did I go